I love Joe Dumars. Him coming out and throwing players under the bus. Joe Dumars has been working for years with the Detroit Pistons. Now he's an NBA executive vice president. And Michael Jordan came out and said this many, many times. The fans come and see me. I want to make sure that I'm on that court every single game because they're paying big money to come and see me, buy my sneakers, pay for my endorsements. And Michael Jordan has every right. He was the greatest basketball player, if not the greatest athlete of all time. And he still to this day believes that. He's no longer the owner of the Charlotte Hornets. He sold the team and his rights this past summer. Made billions off of it. Michael Jordan has said that for years, that players, great players like LeBron James. I got to give Kobe Bryant a lot of credit. Kobe Bryant, if he was healthy, he played. He agreed with Michael Jordan. If I'm healthy, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to play the game. I'm not going to not show up and not play in the game because I got to get ready for the playoffs. Fans pay big money to go and see these players. Guys like LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, all the babies in the league because they're superstars. They stand out. They're the best. They come out and believe if I play 56 games and I'm ready for the playoffs, that should mean everything to the fans because I'm going to play and try to win a championship for that organization, for your organization.
It's a miracle if Kyrie Irving plays 30 games in a season the way he's been going the last couple of years.
And those guys are making 40, 50 million, and NBA contracts are guaranteed, not like the NFL. You listen to what Joe Dumars had to say with the analytics and the data that has popped up that he would believe that probably 70% of the stars in this league don't even play close to 82 games in a season. That's alarming because of all the endorsements, all the TV deals that the NBA has with TNT, NBC, ESPN, the money that they're bringing in because of the fans. Because they're paying to go and watch those players. They're paying for certain television deals. They're paying to watch those players. And if those players aren't playing, what are they paying for? Joe Dumars works for the NBA. For him speaking about this, he's throwing the NBA under the bus. He doesn't believe the NBA has done enough to push these players and the data to get these players to play in a certain amount of games in a season. And it really started with the San Antonio Spurs. Greg Popovich, he figured out, I'm going to play Tim Duncan for 57 games, and I'm going to sit him out. I'm going to split it up so I can have Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan ready for the playoffs to make their runs. He's been doing it for years. Everybody gives Greg Popovich all the credit in the world for how great he was as a head coach and what he has done for the San Antonio Spurs in that organization. Here's the reason why I think Greg Popovich, LeBron James, and half of these organizations has ruined the game of basketball. The game, it's grown internationally because all the sneaker deals and all the stars in the league and all these players are interactive on social media. Social media has blown the NBA up. The most watched players on social media in professional sports are NBA players. Most of these NBA players have millions and millions of people following them because they're posting things and they're involved in social media and endorsements and all the things that they do off the court. But this is why basketball will never be what it was in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. The special dominance and competition that we saw in those 90s games of basketball with the Rockets and the Knicks and the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons and the LA Lakers and the Boston Celtics. How much those guys absolutely couldn't stand each other. Now, these guys are talking with one another. LeBron speaking to Kawhi Leonard. If you don't play in the game, I won't play in the game. The game will be open for your team to win or my team to win. It's ridiculous. They've been manipulating it for years. Adam Silver, ever since he's taken over for David Stern, has not helped the game. Now, he's helped grow the product with the TV deals that he's bringing in. The game's going to grow, as well as owning a sports team. The best investment right now in any business that you want to buy into is professional sports. Why? Because there are new fans coming every single year, every single decade. There are new kids becoming fans of that player. You're no longer a team fan. You're a player fan because of fantasy sports, because of jerseys, because of what this guy does with his sneaker deals. They don't give a crap about the team. It's never been about the team. When we grew up as a basketball fan, a Knicks fan, I'm still a Knicks fan watching putrid basketball. It's been as bad as any basketball you could watch, but I'm still a Knicks fan, and I don't care about Steph Curry. I don't care about LeBron James. I couldn't stand Michael Jordan, even though Michael Jordan stood very important for the growth of the game of basketball. Even now to the game of basketball on the sneaker deals that these players are getting. Michael Jordan changed the game with sneaker deals.